Hey gang, I've been an entrepreneur since ninth grade in high school, and I've been a real estate investor since 2006. Throughout that time, I've never borrowed money from a stinky banker or put anything on a credit card, nor have I ever had a job before. Today's session is about if you're a landlord or if you're an Airbnb investor. I'm going to show you right now where you can get free furniture, free appliances for your rental properties, okay? And now it took me like 14 years to figure this source out, and I'm going to share it with you totally for free. Let me show you how I started, okay? I owned a moving company, and we only had 2 trucks because we're just starting out. We went and did this move, and this guy, our customer, had given my mover a bunch of furniture and washers and dryers and stuff like that in our 24-footer. And he had came home from the move, and I was like, "Oh, Juan, what did you do, brother? We need these trucks for tomorrow, right? We have a big move going on." And I said, "Okay, let's put it into the 16-footer while we go to do the move tomorrow, and then we'll figure something out." Well, I wasn't able to figure something out. That was still sitting in there, and I was getting calls for my other truck to go do a move. So I told this other mover that I had, Pedro, I was like, "Hey, man, do you want this stuff, brother?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll take it, dude." I was like, "Okay, take it, dude, because I need my trucks." So anyways, the next day he came to work. He was like, "Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it." I was like, "Yeah, why are you so happy?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I sold that furniture. I sold the washer and dryer. I sold the refrigerator, and I made a few $100s." I was like, "Good for you, brother, because I really needed to use my truck, and I made thousands of dollars with that truck that day. So you helped me out. It was a win-win." But what ticked off in my brain, it planted a seed. 7 years later, 8 years later, when I got into the rental business, I still owned the moving company. I realized that instead of buying brand new washers and dryers for my rental properties, and let me put a pause here, because with the washer and dryers, I would charge the customer a monthly fee for that, right? You want a washer and dryer is this much per month, and it's free, dude. I'm getting this free washer and dryer, and then I'm creating a monthly cash flow from it, $60, $100, or whatever it is, and the funny thing is my ROI is infinite because I didn't have any money invested in these appliances. So where am I going? Where can you get free appliances? Well, since I owned a moving company for 14, 15 years, I realized that a lot of customers that are well off, right? Maybe they're trying to sell their stuff on Facebook or OfferUp, and it won't work, right? And then on their moving date, maybe they're moving out of the state. They don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Because who's gonna carry this? What are you gonna do with the big refrigerator? This double door stainless steel. These big furnitures are like nice quality, but they try to sell it so high and no one wants it, and now they have to leave, and they don't know what to do with it. And usually they tell the movers, "Here, you can have it," because instead of them paying for a junk removal company hundreds of dollars, they'll just give it to my movers, and my movers usually bring it back to the office and say, here's what we got. So the idea is, if you want free appliances for your rental property, for your Airbnb, the best way to source it for free or almost for free is to call up big moving companies that have been in the business for a while and say, "Look, when people donate that stuff to you, what do you do with that, right? I can come pick this stuff up. You don't have to put it in your warehouse, or you don't have to put it into your trucks, because I know you can use that warehouse space to store more stuff, or I know you can use your trucks to go do moves instead of warehousing all this junk," right? Even though this junk is treasure. And let me pause here. Why is this junk treasure? Well, let me give you a story. I had a friend that I grew up with. He was Iranian, and we'll call him Mr. P. And he had a high-paying job. He worked for like a big cell phone company. And in the last crash, 2007, 2008, he lost his job. And at this time, I had a 24-footer full of, appliances, furniture, just stuff like, I try to give it away, but at that time I wasn't thinking about flipping this stuff because I was running 3 businesses, rentals, so I didn't really care about making extra $5,000 or $6,000. You know what I mean? I was just too busy already, right? I had multiple locations. But my friend had lost his job, and I said, "Man, I have this 26-footer. Why don't you start posting this stuff on Craigslist and Facebook and all this stuff and start selling it. And he's like, man, I've been looking for a job. It's been very hard. I was like, dude, you can keep all the profits, bro. Just do it. And he started posting it online. And sure enough, bro, he was just flipping all the stuff totally for free, making money while he was waiting to search for a high-end job, right? At that time, I realized that this junk is really worth money. It's not really junk. But this is why I say junk. Now, there are people on YouTube that have created couch flipping, and God bless them. But, bro, we were doing that in the 90s, right? Because we were getting this shit for free. I was giving it to my movers, and they were flipping it. Or I was giving it to my friend because, you couldn't find a high-paying job because we're in the deepest depression in the last crash, right? The Great Economic Depression, whatever they want to call it. And he needed some money, bro. And he was driving like an hour away just to get to my office to meet people, but it was worth it for him because he was just slanging it left and right. And I thought to myself, man, like, we were couch flipping, not even knowing what it was called back in the days, in the 90s, man. You know what I mean? Early 2000s. Anyway, so going back to the story, if you want to get free appliances, right? Best thing is to call up a few moving companies. Someone will say, no, we're already donating it. Someone will say, no, we'll sell it ourselves to make some extra income. But I bet you majority of them are be like, thank you, God. If you come pick this stuff up. Because some moving companies' policy is that if people give them stuff, they'll say no. Right? Or policies, we can't take, you got to call a junk company. Other moving companies like, okay, whatever, dude, let me just take it because the mover think I'll get a bigger tip. And usually they will get a bigger tip. And they said, I'll let my boss figure out what to do with it. And it was usually me. But what I'm trying to tell you, if you want to find those appliances, you can literally find high quality washers, high quality dryers, high quality refrigerators, high quality, all kinds of stuff from moving companies. How do I know? I own a moving company for 14, 15 years, and like I said, I had a 26-footer up to the wall, bro, wall to wall, full of fucking high-end quality stuff that I thought, man, this is really nice. Why should I just throw it away, right? And I was trying to always find someone to donate to and give it to, family members, friends, movers, wives, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? But you can go and tap into that and get this shit for free. And if you want to even make a better relationship, you can just even give that mover a couple of bucks so they can call you as soon as they get a next shipment of stuff so you can pick it up. Now, if you're looking for a side hustle, you're trying to flip washers, dryers, you're trying to flip couches, I just showed you exactly a primary pool where you can go fish and there's no competitors. There are people telling you get on Craigslist and hit them up and try to give them offers to buy their couches for $100 so you can sell it for $1,000. Fuck that. I just showed you how you can go get that. Couches totally for free from movers that have it shrink wrapped and padded up and just sitting in their storage units, or they're just sitting in their vans, where they could use those space, but they just don't know what to do with it because for some reason or another, their movers just brought it in, dude, and they just can't just go outside and dump it, right? Or they're too busy. They have their crews working. They're just like, oh man, I'll get rid of this. It's a problem, but it's not such a big problem where it's like burning their butt. You know what I mean? Their ass. But this is where opportunity knocks for you. If you're a real estate investor, that's a landlord, you're an Airbnb guy, you want to be a side hustle flipper, like flipping couches or flipping appliances, a free source to get this stuff is professional moving companies that have many trucks, many locations. I would say 8 out of 10 times they're going to need someone to come pick this stuff up because they don't know what to do with it themselves, or they're too busy even if they know what to do with it because they're making good money with their own business. Anyways, guys, thank you for clicking the like button. Don't take no for an answer, and always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Roll me. Peace, guys.